right, coming to you from the scene at the Chickamauga Library, we have our man Jonathan Woodall.
Hey, nice to meet you.
He's getting used to the whole camera business, but we're going to work on him, and by the end of this, he's going to be a Hollywood celebrity. So y'all stay tuned. Let me give you some background. Summer of last year, all right, I'm wanting a different job and I'm trying to do something new, all right? So I'm like, hey, I'll go work at Panera. My friends Cash Montgomery works there, a couple other friends, Becca, and I'm like, I want to go work and hang out with Jonathan. And so I walk in for my orientation. I say, hey, Jonathan, I'm going to be working with you. He said, this is my last day. I'm like, Jonathan.
It was terrible timing on my part. Terrible timing.
You walked out on me, Jonathan.
I know I did, and I regret it every day. Every day.
But he did save 400 lives that summer as a lifeguard at the pool. 23 CPRs. Very proud of all you accomplished, Sean.
Tons. Stats. The stat book is full. Try not to brag on myself too much.
Yeah, that's why I'm helping you out. That's why we're doing this video, is to brag on Jonathan a little bit. Jonathan, you're in the Honors Academy. I assume you have good grades. Don't answer that if it's not true.
It depends.
All right. So Jonathan here, he has good grades. He's an excellent student athlete. Someone at school we're very proud of. Someone that tries very hard at what he does. Now there's a small sect of people that call him a tryhard.
Tryhard.
What is a tryhard, Jonathan?
I think a tryhard is someone who goes above and beyond in certain areas, and a lot of times those areas aren't something that is needed to go above and beyond in. So, I guess in some ways I could see that description of myself. I try not to try hard. I try hard not to try hard. So, sometimes it just comes out of you.
Yeah, Jonathan, buddy, you're gonna have to work on that.
I am. Every day.
Now I hate to ask. So just to give y'all a little commentary here, we originally wanted to set up at the Gilbert Stevenson Park in Fort Oglethorpe. That's where Jonathan's a lifeguard. He was going to come out decked out in a whistle and a floppy hat. And unfortunately, we're having some tornadic activity today and some lightning, and I didn't want Jonathan to get electrocuted before we could get the video done. So we're here at the Chickamauga Library, and Jonathan has graciously waited for the last 45 minutes as I have set up some lights. I foolishly taken so long to set up these lights just to turn the normal lights back on. Jonathan, am I a tryhard?
I think it may be, but that's not always a bad thing.
Well, if Jonathan says it's not a bad thing, then it's probably not a bad thing. So Jonathan, all right, tell me about your new job.
Well, right now, currently, I'm at a nursing home, the nursing home in Fort Oglethorpe. Very boring. I'm supposed to be answering calls. If they call, I'll answer it. But mostly it's just waving hey to people that come in and watching lots and lots of informational videos on YouTube.
Very nice, very nice. Well, we're proud of you in serving in that capacity, even though you find it boring. Okay.
It can be.
All right.
It can be interesting though. It can be.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's very good. So, Jonathan, we had some questions from some people. All right. Are you ready for this?
The rapid fire. I'm ready to answer.
All right. Bree from Panera asked, "Do you like chunky or smooth peanut butter?"
I would like to answer that question. but the truth is, I do not like peanut butter at all.
All right, this wraps up this. All right, no, just kidding. All right, so interesting. You do not like peanut butter. Okay. Cade was asking, do you still work out?
If you want the honest truth, I have not fully worked out since football season ended in November. So yeah, no, the laziness has come out in multiple facets. But
Yikes.
just waiting. Gonna go hopefully during the summer and start back up again.
All right, well, let's hope the college recruiters never see this. All right, Jonathan has been pumping iron the whole time, never has hesitated.
Definitely, yeah. That was all a joke.
Yeah.
If you are from
Charlton College. All right, he's going to let us know in the comment below tonight whether or not he got into Charlton College. And is that the goal? Tell us about this college. Where's it at?
It's pretty nice. It's pretty cold up in Northfield, Minnesota.
Why?
I said the same thing at first, but they wanted me for football. And my mom and I went up there and looked at it. It's very nice, very smart school. So I would be lucky to go there. So hopefully I get it.
And it's in Minnesota, guys.
Freezing.
So let's talk a little bit about your football. Probably one of my favorite memories from Ridgeland football. We played Pickens County sophomore year, okay? And sophomore year was a pretty good year for Ridgeland football. And it rained. Do you remember that?
Yes, very well. I couldn't feel anything. It was not only raining, but it was also like 35 degrees. I'm surprised it wasn't snow, to be honest.
it was a terrible game. Now the game itself was good. The everything else was pretty terrible. So ever since I've started high school, I've always been behind the camera. So we set up in the press box. We usually like to be down on the sideline to get cinematic hype video material. But I'm like, well, I can't make a hype video over this. So I'm like, I'll just make a hype video for Woodall. And Woodall was popping off that night.
I decided, I guess I subconsciously knew that you were focusing on me, and I just popped off that game, to be honest.
Do you remember the stats on that game?
Actually, yeah, that's, I tend not to remember any stats from any games, but that game specifically, I believe I had 13 tackles and 2 sacks, something like that. I almost intercepted it. Because it's very hard to throw in the wet, so, pretty good game all around. So one of the only ones I remember simply because it was like a monsoon.
That's crazy that we both remember that specific game. I had a question submitted about our legendary student section.
Oh.
Talk about the student section.
That is the highlight of my high school career. This senior year, I've tried to, step out and be more kind of outgoing towards certain aspects of like high school and stuff. So, me, Maggie Dixon, and then Katie Crawford really kind of formed the student section. We got pretty rowdy at times, but we got it under wraps and we had fun. So.
Okay, well that's good. So we have a legendary student section this year. These are memories. These are people I want to hang out with. I mean, look, if Woodall goes to Minnesota, okay, I hate to say it, Woodall, but I'm not coming up there to visit you.
I do not blame you whatsoever.
So I'm glad to be able to do this with Woodall, and it's been a fun experience, been a fun ride, man, and I wish you the best.
Wish you the best.
All right, well, take care, buddy.